Well, we're ready for the Oak Ridge Trojans season opener against the St. Francis Troubadours. And started the stream a little late, but we're here.
On this
Looking like
very hot evening.
very hot. Good thing this is in the pool. Won't affect them that much. Turnover in Oak Ridge territory, so goalkeeper Jordan Howard Cooper throws the ball out to Drake Chomp. And that's a shot into the goal by Ryan Wallace, and that's an Oak Ridge score, 1-0 Trojans early. Way to set the tone for them. Turnover and a goal.
Beautiful passing from the Trojans, able to execute and get that point on the board.
So St. Francis with the ball around middle of the pool. And whistle. And Howard Cooper throws the ball out of the goal. And a bad pass, and St. Francis and Oak Ridge with a battle for the ball. Ball around the goal. St. Francis has it. We have a whistle. Toss to St. Francis. Shot into the goal is in, and it's 1-1.
Beautiful response from Francis, and they were also able to execute and get their first point on the board and to knot this thing up.
So it's Ryan Wallace in the backfield with the ball. Throws to Kenzie Heller. And a little battle for the ball. Number 11 for St. Francis has it. Throws in contested scene. Number 2 for St. Francis and Kenzie Heller. Right side of the pool. A little pass around. Number 5 for St. Francis. Working with Olivia Mancinelli for Oak Ridge. Number 5 has the ball. And that shot into the goal is to the right. No goal. So here's Howard Cooper from her own goal.
I mean, that was a beautiful attempt by Francis, just couldn't quite get it into the net.
Good pressure from the Trojan defense forcing that bad pass. And now here's a breakaway for St. Francis. Number 8 with the ball. Has it. A convoy chasing after her. Right there, and she shoots and scores.
She was
2-1.
huffing and puffing, and then just fires it back into the net.
Really liked how that happened so fast. Just took the ball and started charging. But now we've got
Looks like we got a sub
sub coming in.
for Francis.
Ryan Wallace with the ball around the middle of the pool. Tosses to Tadayevsky. Now to Mancinelli. And a turnover for St. Francis, so pass into a contested area results in a battle for the ball. Who will get it? And the Trojans will come up with it as Howard Cooper scoops it up.
Pretty good gamble from the Trojans goalie, able to keep it
that
out of.
would have been a very bad outcome, and now we have an opportunity for the Trojans to score, and what a block by the St. Francis goalie.
That was denied, like the Kembe Mutombo used to say back in the old days.
Shot denied. She just batted it right down. Now with the ball at her net. Throws it. Tadieski guarding number 12. A whistle. Shot clock going down, and denial by Howard Cooper.
Unfortunate that Francis couldn't extend their lead, but Trojans got pretty lucky there.
So another turnover by the Trojans in St. Francis territory. Results on St. Francis going on the offensive once again. So here's 11 for St. Francis. Working against Ryan Wallace. Oh, 11 with the ball, shoots and scores. Extends the lead to 3-1.
Beautiful execution from Francis.
And we have subs coming in. Kenzie Heller is coming in for Ryan Wallace. So here's Heller with the ball. Throws one up. Who will get to it first? Trojans will. It's Drake Chompf. Working against number 8 for St. Francis. We have a whistle. Foul. Now a shot right near the goal to Mancinelli. And Oak Ridge with the turnover. Shot on the goal is denied by number 11. Right in front of the goal. Saving the... She does the dirty work, not the goalie this time. As this one's chucked way down the pool. It's number 8 with the ball. Has a horde of Trojans on her. Shoots it up. And too high.
Just unlucky for the Francis to extend their lead right there.
They've been playing excellent defense this game.
Oh yeah,
I've noticed that.
for sure they have been.
So here's Chompf. Working against number 14. And Voorhees has the ball right now, team captain, and throws it a little bit to the left of the goal,
Yeah,
resulting in St. Francis with another offensive possession. Is that pass down the pool?
that was just
It's
wide
blocked away,
left.
but recovered by a St. Francis player. Now this one's up, and it goes off the crossbar.
Very unlucky for Francis.
So now you have a
right
battle
there.
for the ball. A whistle's blown. St. Francis back on the offensive. Oak Ridge needs to get right back into their defensive positions. Number 11 with the ball. Throws down court for number 12. So some nice ball movement. There's number 10 thinking about shooting. She does, and it's too high. Well, just for some background, St. Francis was 16 and 19 last year. Oak Ridge was 16 and 11. So pretty opposite seasons for both teams.
But pretty still fairly good records.
I'm not sure about 6 and 19.
Oh, yeah, definitely not that.
So Oak Ridge on the offensive right now. You have Chapui shoots on the goal and denial as the shot clock expires. Well, you could credit the goalie for making that stop, but that pass looked a little bit off, a little bit to the right, a little bit too low. But it's hard to make that shot when you're 20 feet away from the goal treading water. So here's number 5 with the ball, shoots, and it's caught by the St. Francis goalie. And now St. Francis with an offensive charge right now. It's number 10 with the ball. It's going to be one-on-one with her and the goalie, Howard Cooper. And she shoots and scores, extends her lead 4-1 now.
Francis is just dominating early.
They're showing that they want to put that 6-19 season in the rearview mirror. Take this one to set the tone of their season early.
There's also positives and negatives about a 6-19 record. Like you can use that as motivation
yeah.
to get that to get better for the next year. And
We have a whistle as St. Francis back on offense as time runs out in the first quarter. 4-1, St. Francis over Oak Ridge.
all right, so Chris, what do you think that the Trojans need to do to step it up here in the second quarter?
I really think that they just need to execute better when they're in St. Francis territory because they've had lots of possessions in there, but they just get result in turnovers.
And just
Can't really win with those turnovers.
yeah, and just getting unlucky.
But the St. Francis goalie has played excellent, so that's one thing. So we're off for second quarter action, 4-1, St. Francis over Oak Ridge. Looks like St. Francis will start with the ball first, number 5 working against Voorhees. Mason, don't you wish you could be in the pool right now?
Oh, for sure, yes.
It is 110 right now. Luckily, we're in the shade. But it's a good thing water polo is played in a pool. Sacramento set a all-time record for temperature today, 115. And a good defensive possession for Oak Ridge as they force a turnover. Howard Cooper, throw. Now Oak Ridge has a chance on offense. Need to limit the turnovers, as we said. Here's Tadieski. And it's a takeaway, it is. So that's what St. Francis has done so well with early on. These turnovers.
Forcing them efficiently. Or effectively, I should say.
We have another foul. Now St. Francis with the ball deep in Trojan territory and a good deflection by Howard Cooper, preventing a score.
Cat-like reflexes right there.
Good reflex, just tipping the ball with your hands, preventing a score.
Now we got an inbound.
And now it looks like it could be a fast break opportunity for the Trojans.
Good defense there from the Trojans. Read that pass perfectly.
Now it's time for them to execute on offense. And another turnover for the Trojans. Shot on the goal goes in. 6-1 or 5-1 St. Francis.
That was an excellent shot from St. Francis.
Excellent shot. That was about 15 feet away from the goal.
I was stunned there that she actually took the attempt to shoot.
So our next stream will be volleyball, women's volleyball, next Tuesday, September 12th. 13th, I mean. Oak Ridge with a good offensive opportunity and knocked away by St. Francis. That was Drake Chomp with the shot to score, chance to score. Now another shot on the goal, that goes in. That was Chapui with the goal.
Now, let's see if the Trojans can use that as motivation to rally back in this one.
It's 5-2 now. That they needed that. He scored the first offensive possession and no points the rest of the first quarter until now. 5 minutes left in the second. St. Francis on the offensive, number 5, thinking about shooting, goes to number 2, wide open shot, and it's just off the top of the goal. Very
unfortunate
big
there.
break of luck for the Trojans, as Howard Cooper was really not in front of the goal. She was defending the shot outside. Here's one thrown down the court, and we'll come up with it. Looks like St. Francis has it. Goes to number 6 to number 11. Number 6 thinking about shooting. Goes to number 8, 12, 5.
Pretty good ball movement here from St. Francis.
Moving the ball all over the place. And that one's just off the top of the goal. St. Francis with the rebound, though. And this one's deflected. Good defensive sequence for the Trojans.
They very much needed that.
Right now, if you're Oak Ridge, you just want to limit the goals as you try to climb your way back into this game.
And try and swing the momentum back to your side.
And this pass is a battle for the ball. Shot clock winding down. Have to make a shot, and it's knocked away by their goalie, number 1. That was Chapuis with the shot. Number 8 with the ball shoots a little bit to the right of the goal.
St. Francis got unlucky there, but Trojans on the fast break.
It's number 8. It's Tadieski with the ball. There's to Chapuis. Chapuis, the shot from way downtown, puts it in. 5-3. What a shot. That was from the mid-court, mid-pool area.
She absolutely lasered that thing into the back of the net.
And a fast break for the Trojans. It's Drake Chomp with the ball. One-on-one shot on the goal, and it's denied.
Very
what a
good.
clinic this St. Francis goalie has been putting on.
Very good response from the St. Francis goalkeeper.
Trojans with the rebound, however. Now St. Francis with an offensive opportunity. Shot clock going down, and that's a shot clock violation.
Very
on
good
St.
defense
Francis.
from the Trojans, able to pressure St. Francis, and
There's really no opportunity to take a shot. Not even when the shot clock went down. So now you have Chomp, the ball, goes to Wallace. Wallace to the goal, and it's short pass taken away by the St. Francis goalie. So here's one way down the pool. Number 8, thinking about shooting, and she doesn't. It gets tipped, and its trajectory is just taken away from the goal. 30 seconds left in this first half of play. Howard Cooper throws the ball right to the right part of the pool. Now Chomp has a chance to score some points before halftime.
better execute fast. Clock's ticking.
10 seconds left in this half. Chomp, and it hits the top of the crossbar. Fight for the rebound. St. Francis comes up with it, and that'll take us to the end of the first half. 5-3, St. Francis on top. CSD. St. Francis on top of Oak Ridge 5-3. Well, correction, this game is not the opener for both teams. Both teams played El Camino last year, or last week. Be really helpful if someone entered on Max Preps to score those games, but we'll work with what we have. So Oak Ridge on the offensive, now on the other, shooting on the other side of the court. Number 17 shoots and scores. That was Clara Ganry Manjmatin. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that last name. Just say Clara Ganry.
Just like that, the Trojans are right back into this game, out of the halftime, out of the box.
1 point game. Can't go wrong with that. Way to set the tone after halftime ends. After halftime. Second half begins and you were struggling all first half. Can't get any better than just going out there scoring a clean goal. And Oak Ridge is not allowed a point. So late. Will that change? Number 5 for St. Francis. Gonna shoot. She's thinking about it. Goes to the left wing. Now shoots. And it's tipped off the top of the goal.
We should also note to mention, Chris, that we got some action going on out of bounds.
Looks like we have the JV teams warming up.
Getting their cardiovascular going for their game.
Must be really nice to be in the pool right now. And was that a score?
No. Looks like that was denied.
Did they just score? I don't think they did. Some upcoming events for the Trojans this week. We have football on Friday, the Honor Bowl against Silverton, Oregon. It's going to be 4 p.m. And it's going to be a really fun game to call on Game Mic. So download Game Mic for a free audio broadcast. Be there anywhere. Listen to the game if you cannot be there. It's in the emotion.
It's also going to be a really hot,
very hot
game.
Good thing we'll be in the shade. But I feel bad. That field temperature is going to be over 150, well above 150 with the sun beating down on it. Just the fact that it's 105 at kickoff time, what it's going to look like. For coverage of more fall sports for Oak Ridge, follow at Trojan Pride 80 on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Now St. Francis with the chance to score, build on their dwindling lead. It's number 11. Many Trojans on her, and this one's tipped. That shot towards the goal got denied. Here's Tadieski, the senior team captain with the ball, working against St. Francis number 11. And an offensive opportunity and denied by the St. Francis goalie. How many times have we said that tonight? What a job she's done.
What a tremendous job she's done, and that was a really good chance for the Trojans to knot this one up, but it's alright. You got more time left in this quarter.
Plenty of time. Anything can happen at this point. Here's number 8 for St. Francis. And this one is taken away. So Oak Ridge has been taking a play out of St. Francis's playbook with all these takeaways they've had this second half.
Indeed they have.
Voorhees now to Clara January, and St. Francis goalie with an excellent stop.
Back-to-back denials. Or back-to-back denies, I should say.
And another takeaway for the Trojans. You got to capitalize on these. And you figure if they're going to get so many of them, eventually they're going to start scoring. So you got to keep that in your back of your mind if you're St. Francis. To Tadieski and another stop by a St. Francis goalie, number 1.
Say that like a piece of cake.
Be really helpful if St. Francis could enter their roster in the max preps, and I knew her name. So good defense by the Trojans as Howard Cooper launches downfield. This one is just off the top of the goal. Shot was from Clara Jandry.
I think that shot could have been a trick shot that went in.
Yeah, it would have been some Dude Perfect level stuff right there. She shot it from across her body, and it was pretty accurate. So here's number 8 for St. Francis. Will you have another takeaway? We won't. But here's a shot on the goal, and they make it in. It was number 11 with the shot and the score. 6-4 St. Francis. 6-5. So it looks like Oak Ridge did score that a goal. You cannot see. Oh, it's up there.
For our first game, Chris, this is really a very competitive game.
This looks like it could come down to the wire. Heller has the ball right now. Goes to Drake Chomp. Chomp to Tadieski. Tadieski to, I believe that was Mancinelli.
And
that shot was just off the goalpost.
Just sailed over.
Yeah, hit the goalpost it seemed. Clara Jandry just threw it a little bit over the goal. Rolls down the concrete to the fence. And a chance for St. Francis to add on their lead, and they do. That was looked almost like a no-look shot. What she did there was look behind, like creating the illusion that she would not shoot. Quickly turns around, throws it in. Excellent move by St. Francis. Makes it 5-7.
Beautiful offense from St. Francis, able to connect, extend their lead to 2 points.
Number 5 with St. Francis has the ball. Goes to number 2. Number 2 has nothing but blue in front of her. Now a Trojan in front of her. Shoots too high. So St. Francis with the ball in Trojan territory again. It's number 8 to number 5. Shot on the goal goes in. So that's 3 unanswered points for St. Francis. And their lead's back up to 3. Oak Ridge needs to generate some offense here. Abigail Kababe had the ball, threw it around to the goal. Now Drake Chomp with the ball, the freshman, and an excellent recovery by the St. Francis goalie.
She's just been incredible all night.
Excellent. Number 12 for St. Francis has the ball. And a takeaway. That was Kababe. And now Tadieski has the ball. This is number 12 on St. Francis all over her. Throws for Chomp. Chomp goes for Keller. Shot clock going down. And shot's nowhere close. It's scooped up by the St. Francis goalie as time runs out in this third quarter of play. As we go to the fourth, it's St. Francis 8, Oak Ridge 5. Oh, at the start of the first quarter, St. Francis leading 8, Oak Ridge. St. Francis 8 points, Oak Ridge 5 points, so 3-point lead right now. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, Oak Ridge starts off with the ball. Good start for them. Believe this game was originally supposed to be at 4:45, but it got moved to 6 because just how insanely hot it is. Not that moving it to 6 even makes much of a difference, as I'm still sweating a ton here. This was chucked way down the pool, but an Oak Ridge player is able to recover it, as I was thrown too far away from anyone that really was fair game whoever gets it. And now a fight for the ball that ends up in the hands of the goalie for St. Francis. It's between her and Clara Janry. And now an offensive opportunity for St. Francis. It's that pass is good coverage and an Oak Ridge takeaway. Time's dwindling down. If you're Oak Ridge right now, I think you're going into desperation mode. You got to do everything you can to score.
You gotta do everything right.
At some point, you're going to have an empty net if you can't make this at least a 1-point game. Now St. Francis with an offensive opportunity. Shots up and off the goalpost. We've seen so many shots just go off the top of the post. And that would have gone in otherwise. Now Tadejewski with the ball. Goes to Chomp. And a battle for the ball. Tadejewski's shot is not quite able to get there. Here's Mancinelli now recovering that pass. Well, from Tadejewski's angle, there's really no other place the ball could have gone. She was almost directly in line with the goal. Luckily, a Trojan's able to get there and recover it, as now Trojans in their own territory with the ball, the possession of the ball. And now you got to worry about the shot clock. It's Chomp, Tadejewski, and a turnover. St. Francis recovers with 4 minutes 45 seconds left in the game. Right now they're just trying to burn this clock down. 3-goal lead is comfortable enough that you can just do this. And a good offensive opportunity for Oak Ridge. A shot from Chomp is just a bit too low, right at the chin of St. Francis. Now St. Francis with a chance to score. They do. It's now 9-5. That could have very well just put the game out of reach for Oak Ridge.
Well, Chris, you could always say never say never.
Never say never. It's desperation time for Oak Ridge. I think once it goes past 3 minutes, you need to bring the goalie out, just have an extra man when trying to score. That's what they do in the NHL. Here's Wallace. Throws to Heller. Number 8 on Heller. Threatening. Shot clock at 14 seconds. Now it's Clara Gangry shoots and scores. Now it's 9-6. 3-point game again. Good job from Oak Ridge realizing the urgency of the situation and just striking right back, mitigating the goal that St. Francis just scored. But on the other hand, that goal from St. Francis just mitigated what Oak Ridge just did.
Trojans did that nicely.
And they need to do that again. It's a fight for the ball. It looks like Oak Ridge cannot quite come up with it. Two seconds on the shot clock. The shot goes in, and we're back to a 4-point lead for St. Francis. 10-6 now. 3 minutes left in the game. Wallace has the ball. Turns it over. St. Francis now with the chance to just put this one away almost. And a takeaway from Oak Ridge, just really showing the desperation of this situation. You got to play very aggressively to get the ball. As Mancinelli now has it. Going down the pool. Shots up on the goal. Pass looked a little too weak and catchable, and that it does.
She took her sweet time on that throw.
Took her time. Could not quite have the power on it to get it. Make it a difficult enough ball to block. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And this one's off the top of the crossbar. That would have been an absolute snipe if she had made that. She was very close. It is St. Francis takeaway with 2 minutes left. And fight for the ball. It's right at the goal line. Goal's moving around. And will it be goal or no goal?
Looks like no goal.
No goal. 1 minute 40 seconds left. You have to score 5 in 90 seconds almost. Tadieski has the ball. She lose possession of it. She will not. And right now you just have to score.
This is a gift of an opportunity.
Wallace to Mancinelli. Back to Wallace. Not a Gandry. And seems as if their ball movement is just indicating that they know that they're not in this game anymore, as they just wasted a lot of time with that possession, just passing it around.
Just that ball movement just killed their time and their chance.
And a correction, the score is 9-6. Thought it was 11-5, but St. Francis with the chance to put this game away. They cannot. Shot's not good. A fight for the ball at the goal line, and Oak Ridge comes up with it. So 39 seconds left to score 3 goals. Can they do it? And it's taken away by St. Francis. St. Francis, number 10, with nothing but water ahead of them. Throws and a goal, and that essentially salts the game. It's 10-6.
I mean, give credit to this St. Francis team. They were able to come in and just dominate.
Excellent. Come in this heat and just dominate. Especially give credit to their goalie, number 1, who just made so many excellent stops. So many great denials for goals. Not 24 seconds, Oak Ridge is down by 4. He needs to orchestrate a miracle to even tie this game. (19 seconds, 18 seconds. And a fight for the ball in St. Francis territory. Covered by St. Francis. And now they can just salt this game away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the game. So St. Francis will leave El Dorado Hills with the 1-0 record after beating the Oak Ridge Trojans by a final score of 10-6. Well, what'd you think of that game?
I thought it was pretty fun for my first water polo stream. Just very unfortunate the ladies couldn't, come back into this one, but they gave it their best.
For sure. Well, it was a nice first time calling a water polo game.